Yeah, Cole, very exciting. But first, last night, the softball team met up against Iowa State for a midweek non-conference game in Iowa City. And no matter the sport, any occasion, the Hawkeyes get to take on rival Iowa State, and it makes for an exciting environment. The Hawks defeated the Cyclones 2-1 last night. Taylor Cassian was there with the recap.
The Hawkeyes took on in-state rival Iowa State here at Bob Pearl Field on a warm Tuesday night. The Hawks proved there were definitely no Cyclones in the forecast for this game. The Hawks proved to be very tough defensively under pitcher Shayla Starkenberg, who allowed only 3 on-base hits against the Cyclones. The Hawks held Iowa State to only 1 run.
Yeah, I think behind the plate, Devin did a great job calling pitches today. We went with a different game plan. We used a curve a little bit more, and it was just really effective. And Devin had a lot of confidence in me with that pitch today, and so defense did great behind me, and it worked today.
With a 2-1 victory, it was a neck-and-neck game with the Cyclones scoring first in the top of the second, followed by Malarkey for the Hawks in the bottom of the third. The game remained tied at 1-1 for the remaining innings with a tough defensive battle. The Hawks had a few 1-2-3 out innings, quickly shutting down any scoring attempts from Iowa State. There was not a turning point in the game from either team until the 6th inning.
It's always a great feeling to beat the Cyclones. I know the Cy-Hawks series was already won before this, but just to seal the deal was awesome.
Haven Montier brought in the winning run in the bottom of the 6th for the Hawks when she was caught in the middle of third base and home, knowing her only 2 options were to either be called out or to score. Luckily, the odds were in her favor.
I messed up, but I gotta get out of this as soon as possible, so I just kept running until I got to safely out of bag.
As the Hawkeyes said, any day you beat the Cyclones is a great one. The Hawkeyes are looking to prepare for their upcoming series against Big Ten rival Minnesota. Reporting for Iowa Softball, this has been Taylor Cassian, Daily Iowan, TV Sports.
With this win, Iowa claimed the Iowa Corn Cy-Hawks series 19-7. The team will take on Minnesota for a road series this weekend. The baseball team travels to Peoria, Illinois for their midweek matchup tonight against Bradley at 7 p.m. It was announced yesterday that freshman basketball player Kathleen Doyle has been invited to the U19 United States Women's Basketball National Team Trials. The trials will be held in Colorado Springs at the United States Olympic Training Center from May 18th to the 21st. During the trials, Doyle will be competing against the top U19 talent in the U.S. for a spot on the 12-member team. The 2017 FIBA U19 World Championship will take place in Italy July 22nd through the 30th. It was also announced Tuesday that the University of Iowa has been selected to host 3 event championships in 2021 and 2022. The Campus Recreation and Wellness Center will host the 2021 NCAA Men's Swimming and Diving Championships. The Bill and Jim Ashton Cross Country Course will host a 2021 NCAA Regional for men's and women's cross country, and Carver Hawkeye Arena will host a 2022 NCAA Regional in women's gymnastics. On Monday evening, the 4x4 flag football intramural event kicked off with each team hoping to win both of their games. Jacob Senstad has more.
Over 25 teams have signed up in the 4v4 intramural flag football tournament going on right behind me in hopes that they can qualify for the tournament round next week. With the 4v4 intramural flag football lasting for 2 weeks, it gives friend groups an opportunity to get together before the end of the semester.
Yeah, we actually stick together for most of the intramural sports. I think these guys just about won football last year, but I wasn't with them, so lots of sports, lots of time.
While football may seem like a very dangerous sport to a lot of people, the event coordinator ensured that everybody involved would be safe.
It is a non-contact sport, and obviously with football involved, people like to go raw. People like to go hard, especially when they played in high school or something like that. But this is technically a non-contact sport, so we preach a lot of things as, if you block with your hands, if you lean your knees out, you stick an arm out or anything like that, you stiff arm, anything like that is a 10-yard penalty. Well, I guess in 4-on-4 football, it's a 5-yard penalty. But we do as many things as possible to limit the amount of contact that's made.
For some players, this tournament is only going to be half of the football they play all year.
In the fall, they do 7-on-7 flag football. We usually have a pretty good squad for that, so this is kind of like spring training for us for that. So yeah, we like to get a workout in and work on our plays and stuff so we can get ready for that.
While none of the guys behind me will be suiting up to play for the Iowa Hawkeyes football team this fall, they did put up quite a fight for the tournament round. Reporting from the Hawkeye Tennis and Recreational Complex, this is Jacob Senstead, Daily Iowan, TV Sports.
The team who qualifies for the playoffs will play next week in the championship bracket. Well, Iowa football will be wrapping up its spring season with its spring football game Friday, April 21st here at Kinnick Stadium. The game will feature the offense versus the defense using a scoring system for both sides of the ball that has been used in recent years and will conclude with drills. It will begin at 7 p.m. with gates opening at 6. The game will be broadcasted live on BTN To Go and will be shown on BTN as a tape delayed basis beginning at 8:30 p.m. on Friday. Tune in tomorrow for the results of the baseball team's matchup against Bradley and our final spring football update leading up to the spring game Friday. Cole, back to you.